Hi and welcome. I'm Marla. Thanks for joining. We're here for gentle yoga today. We're going to have a special emphasis on refreshing our energy, bringing something new in, inviting something that you want, and letting go and releasing of things that we don't. So it's really time for clearing out, making space, and it's especially reflective of this time of year. Letting go of any sluggishness, any heaviness, any energy that's been very depleting and weighing on the nervous system, on the immune system, the digestive system, really all of our systems, because we act as one. When one thing is not feeling good, when one thing is depleted, it affects other things and it creates a trickling effect. A trickling down effect. It brings us down. So let's use today's yoga class to really create an uplifting energy, a refresh of everything that's going on internally. So finding our seat, feel free to join me on a mat or grab a chair or any comfortable space. You can even just listen and close your eyes and just create some visuals that feel good for you today. So if it feels safe, close your eyes, all of us. And collectively, let's take some long, deep, loving breaths, embracing the breath, and using this time to invite in what we want, invite in what feels good, invite in what nourishes us. And our exhale is about letting go. It's about releasing tension and toxins. That translates into tension and disease. So let's see if we can create an upward spiral, an upward lifting of our energy, our mood. Create a balance internally, and that has a trickling up effect about how we feel all around. And we know what we create here, we share with those around us, so it's infectious, right? I always say the good infection. This is the kind of energy that we want to be spreading around. So as we settle into our breathing, connect to what you want to invite in. Connect to energy and space that brings a smile to your lips, a warmth to your heart, balance to your spirit. See if you can take some nice, steady, long breaths to create that, even if we just find that for a moment. We teach ourselves how to find it then for longer. One moment leads to 2 moments, and maybe tomorrow 3 moments or 4 moments. So breathing in, staying with yourself through this process. So that's really important. It brings us into the present moment. So critical. How do we stay present with ourselves as we move deeper and deeper? It's not easy on so many levels for so many reasons. So much comes up. Maybe we don't want to look at it. Maybe we don't want to confront it, but it's important to push it out and release it from the body bit by bit. So however it works, breathe deep into your tension, your tightness. Stay with yourself so that we feel safe, we feel at ease, so the body and mind feel free to release, free to let go. Finding our nice, deep, long breath, that's what creates all the shifts, all the magic in creating the balance and harmony internally. We continue to find and create this nice, even path with the breath. A steadiness. It moves in. We invite in what we want. And exhale, we let go of what we don't. So everything is based on the breath. The foundation of what we do is based on the breath. So let's take 5 more cycles of breath, inviting in deeper and deeper, refreshing the whole breathing area, sinuses, lungs, through the ribs, into the belly. What are we refreshing? What do we need to refresh today in this moment? Steady breathing, soft, calming, regulating breaths. That's the magic of the breathing, is it regulates the central nervous system. It helps to create quieting, centering, balancing of all the dualities, whether it's mind thinking and worries, or it's physical tension, tightness, limitations, injuries. What are we dealing with today? Let's take one more slow, deep, conscious, regulated breath in. Maybe that moment to pause at the top so we really feel what we took in. And now exhale nice and slowly, bit by bit. Let's push all the air out. Anything that doesn't feel good. Anything that's been weighing on us. Let it go. Release it out. Free up some space. And now pausing in this new space that we've created together. Feel a new shape. Feel a new energy. Let's seal in all that we want with a deep breath in, taking the hands to the heart. And exhale from the mouth, HA. And 2 more like that. So this is an opportunity now that we've warmed up. Now we can really bring the breath even deeper and start to pull up things that we didn't even know were there. Big breath in, filling up into your new shape. That moment to seal in this new spaciousness and freedom. And whenever you need to, we're going to sift the air out bit by bit. Push it out through the mouth, HA. Like we were fogging a mirror. It's filled with heat. It's filled with energy. And that's what penetrates into us. That's what creates all this beautiful exchange. One more. Fill up. Feel the heat. Feel the presence of your warm breath filling you internally, expanding you completely. Pausing at the top to feel the newest shape. Exhale whenever you need to. It's HA from the mouth, slow and steady. Streaming the breath out. And taking a moment to pause, to feel the lightness of the breath and the expansion of the breath now. All from this conscious awareness. 3 conscious minutes of focusing on the breathing. What just happened here? Let's seal in one more deep breath in. Fill up. Notice what you have now. Notice what you're taking in. All this freedom, all this light. And exhale. And taking time for our dedications and our intentions, sending light and strength and peace and hopefulness and kindness all around. Take a full breath in and exhale to share. And reaching the arms down, around, and all the way up. And exhale. Hands come onto the knees or the thighs. Hug in through the navel. We push back into a little cat back. Breathing in. Making sure we're nice and aligned here. So we're always aligned first and foremost with ourselves. Connecting to how we're feeling through each and every breath and pose. And aligning ourselves with what's going on around. As we move through this season, we want to lighten our load. Lighten excess tension. Free up heaviness from the darkness of winter. And as you move forward and back through your cats and dogs or cats and cows, notice if you can free up a little more tension through the heart. See if you can lengthen up a little bit more through the crown as you ground down through your seat. Something grounds us, roots us, just like spring, so we can bloom above. Exhale, follow my breath, or please follow your own rhythm. We're practicing remotely. It gives us an opportunity to really connect to the practice that we need. Good. How do we use this time to refresh our systems? Clear out busy, hectic, fluctuating thoughts. Clear out discomfort and pain and tension and tightness in the body, in our physical space. Exhaling. So this practice becomes something that we have to rely on each and every day to create these moments that are critical to survive the day, to cope through our days, to get through the day the best we can, navigating through all the bumps in the roads with grace and skill. Let's drop now into a side bend to the right. And moving on our breathing, inhale up through center. Using our breathing when we're feeling tense or tight or stressed. Using our breath when we feel anxiety building or depression looming. Using our breathing to create balance internally so we feel freer, lighter, stronger all around. Moving on my breath back and forth like a little wave, or please follow your own. Just taking time out to get into these side ribs and through the side body to flush out all the space around our lungs, our kidneys, our organs, to fill through our spine. We come out of compression. We bring length and space all around. We move energy through the armpits so we regulate the lymphatic system, sewage. Who needs that in the body? I know I don't. And let's take one more, back and forth, finding your rhythm, finding your pace, keeping the belly strong throughout, Always a reminder, we move from a strong center, our core. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's release the hands, full breath in and deep breath out. Unwind. Make sure you're always protecting yourself by adjusting your seat whenever you need to. Follow your instincts and your inner guidance always. Let's refresh our legs and feet by pumping through the toes. I always do this every single day. We're on our feet all the time, or if we're doing a lot of sitting, we want to get the fluid moving through the feet. Let's get the toes into it. Point, deeply flex. Good. And sitting up nice and tall, we'll take a moment to connect to our core and our center. So coming into one of the variations of boat. So sitting up tall but not rigid. Our heart is lifting. We're finding expansion across. We're energizing from the knees to the neck. And you can stay here, hands down or hands holding on. Or if you want more today, feel free to reach your arms forward. Full breath in, full breath out. Here's where our breath helps to find our strength, to connect to times when we're challenged. It helps us to steady us, to help us find our confidence that we got this no matter whatever comes our way. We're strong. We're resilient. We have our tools in place. One more big breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to cross the opposite way, or please find any seat that works for you. And sitting up nice and tall, we're going to reach the arms all the way up. And as we exhale, a nice easy twist right. So again, we're going to flow on the breath. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we flow. Inhale, we lift. And staying with ourselves through all these different little transitional movements and shapes. What are we creating here? New energy. Stay with it. Notice, where do we need more breath? Where can we find more freedom in something that's been locked up? Where can we find a little more space in something that's been suppressed? Inhaling, maybe we're nursing an injury. And nice and slowly, last one, breathing in, clear it out. And inhaling, nice and slowly center. As we exhale, we're going to begin to walk ourselves forward. If it doesn't feel good to walk forward, stay vertical. Use a block or props in front of you if you need to. It just brings the ground up. And so notice where you are today. Focusing the breath from the base of the neck all the way to the tailbone. Refreshing the whole length of the spine, right through our kidneys, right below the level of our rib cage, right into our low back. We feel a nice deep stretch. Let the head and neck release if that's safe for you. And see where we can let go. I always love forward folding. I always incorporate them into every one of my practices, even if I just take a 5-minute practice, because it's always an opportunity to refresh the nervous system and the mind. When we fold, we feel calm. It helps us to reboot our energy, to center and ground us when we're feeling frenetic or upset or uptight. we know that lately more and more it's very easy to feel those things. So we try to stay ahead of it with our yoga practice because it builds us up and keeps us up. Nice and slowly, let's walk ourselves all the way in and up, reaching the shoulders up, back. Exhale down. Let's unwind, extend the legs, give them a nice little shake out. Take in a full breath in and a full breath out. And we're going to open the legs nice and wide. So you're always in charge of how wide or how deep you go or take it. Remember, blocks are always really handy. I always love to use them. They just bring the ground up. So a full breath in. We're going to reach the right arm. I'm going to use my block here to the outside of my leg. And I'm just going to lean a little bit to the right so I'm not collapsing into my right side. And I'm going to go ahead and inhale and just reach that left arm up and over. And just moving on the breath, I'm just going to dance my lean. Inhale, come out of it slightly back to neutral. And exhale, reaching up and over. And just being patient with ourselves. Taking time to just get into these little nooks and crannies that maybe haven't been opened in a while. Or have been holding on to something for a while. Or have been stabilizing us for a while. Notice. Let's hold here. Let's take 3 big breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, nice and slowly lift up, coming to neutral, pausing, take a nice deep full breath in. Notice breathing much deeper into the side we just opened. It feels longer and lighter. And now exhale, push out whatever we've just brought up to the surface, as if we've taken our little vacuum cleaner and just suctioned out all the junk in the trunk. Let's take the left hand now to, I'm going to take mine on my block to my outer leg. Remember, you can be in on top of the shin or thigh, not on the knee, or you can reach to the outer thigh. So we're going to lift up through that right arm, be mindful of any injuries or issues. So it's just a lean, it's not a collapse. And back out of it, back to neutral. And we're going to notice right away one side, maybe a little bit different from the other. So dancing our lean, only leaning as far as your body allows for. And we're noticing. We're staying with ourselves through the process of letting go and releasing. Good. And one more. And really paying attention. Releasing, reaching. Take 3 big breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And one more like that. Breathing in. And nice and slowly lifting up. Reaching back to neutral. Lowering that arm. Reach for your block. I'm going to take mine center now. Take a pause here at center. Take a full breath in. And exhale, either staying vertical or reaching forward. And again, so the back and the hips, it's like a door hinge. We're not collapsing and rounding. Sit up on a little lift if you are, or just stay vertical if you are. If you're with me, folding just from the hip crease, we're going to go up and down. Inhale, we lift, so we're inviting in new space, new energy. We're getting deep into, again, groin creases, lymph area, regulating lymphatic system, getting into a nice little massage for all of our digestive organs, flushing out the kidneys through the low back space, stretching and opening. Let's hold here wherever you are. Either it's vertical or you've inched a little forward. Reach out through the crown. Use support if you need it. It just brings the ground up to us. So it's actually really wonderful. It really helps us to go a little bit deeper, safer. Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in, lifting. Full breath out, releasing. And one or two more just like that. Big breath in, lifting. Exhale, releasing. And one more bigger breath. Breathe into something that just doesn't want to let go. What else can we refresh today? And nice and slowly, inching our way all the way up, reaching the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's join the legs nice and slowly, giving them a nice little shake out. Taking a nice deep full breath in and a deep breath out. Good. And again, coming to my favorite boat pose. So I'm going to grab one of my blocks. You can grab anything if you don't have a block. Any prop will do. And I'm going to bend my elbows so they're nice and soft. And I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me. So my spine is not rigid, but it's lengthened. And I'm doing that by drawing my navel in and up just nice and gently. I'm energizing through my Kegel and also a little bit of inner thigh energy, inner thigh, outer thigh energy. So I feel like I have my girdle in place. And taking my block, my elbows are nice and soft, 90 degrees maybe, and I'm squeezing my block. And now I'm finding within my effort, I'm finding some surrender so that I'm not rigid in my pose. Full breath in. As we exhale, we're going to rotate the block and the hands a little bit to the right. And now inhale, center, so it's like a little arc. Exhale to the left. Inhale up through center. Exhale, we arc right. Inhale up through center. We arc left. So up and down, nice and slowly. On the breath, notice the sensation that you're feeling. Here's where, again, our breath really supports us when we're challenged, when we're working hard. So let's see if we can just take one more each way. And coming to center, let's let the soles of the feet connect. The knees are going to splay open. Full breath in, stay here. Or as we exhale, we inch our way forward. Releasing everything completely. Full breath in. Full breath out. So getting nice and juicy here through the inner thighs, deeper and deeper. Getting into our outer hips, our low back. This is an opportunity to refresh the whole length of the spine. If it's safe for you, let go of the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Breathe deep into anything else that feels tight. See where you can truly let go. The more space we open, the more new energy we can invite into the body. Let's take another 5 deeper, fuller breaths. Letting one breath just roll restoratively into the next, so the breath is so wavy, so fluid, settling us, quieting us. And slowly deepening the breath, maybe 2 more into something else that hasn't released. Something else that still feels a little stuck or tender. And now nice and slowly releasing, taking the shoulders up, back. Exhale down. Bringing the knees up, extending the legs, giving them a nice little shake. Take a nice full breath in, full breath out. And one more variation of our boat here, bending the knees, planting the feet, taking our arms up into cactus pose and finding that balance again, all of our principles in place, all of our strength, full breath in. We're going to float the right heel up. As we exhale, we're going to rotate the elbow towards that inner knee. Try not to collapse, but stay lifted. Inhale back to center and flowing opposite side. So we're going to take it back and forth, nice and slowly. Inhale, center. Good. So I love the twisting. So wonderful to refresh the whole gut space. And at the same time, we strengthen. We let go, we release, we open, and then we strengthen on top of it. And one more each way. Let's hold it. 3. Find your breath here when we're challenged, right? We know how the breath works for us. Inhale. We just have to pay attention and stay present. Other side, if you haven't already. Breathing in, that's our fuel. And inhaling nice and slowly back to center. Extend your legs. Inhale, reach up, stretch. Exhale, folding forward, lengthening. And inhale, lift, lengthen, just like our door hinge. Leading with the heart, or just stay vertical. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. What are we inviting in here? What are we releasing? Just 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Try not to lead with your chin, but lead with your heart. Last one. Lifting. Exhaling. Folding forward, take 3 or 4 breaths here, easing our way through the whole back body. Full breath in, full breath out, soft, easy breaths entering. And now soft, gentle, easy breath out. We feel this beautiful exchange now as we come to the end of our practice. Let's slowly ease our way back to vertical, lifting the shoulders up, back, and exhale down. Give the legs a nice little shake out. Take a full breath in. Exhale from your mouth. And 2 more like that. Big breath in. Exhale. Last one. And I'm going to invite you to join me against the wall today, sitting up against the wall or getting the legs up the wall or taking any Shavasana that feels good for you. What's the body calling for? So I'm going to set you up, get you nice and comfortable so that you can really personalize your Shavasana. Make sure that you're warm enough. Make sure once you're settled that you check in, that everything that needs anything extra today, support, warmth, breath, take it. Use these last few moments of our practice to just bathe in the warmth of the breath and all that we've created together today. Refreshing all of our systems, feeling balanced, feeling our true yoga, our deep union, the connection of the mind, the body, and the breath. Let's seal that in with a full, deep, conscious breath in. And a long, deep, conscious breath out.